It's real 1 4 It's not 3, buddy.
I do this for my culture, penny nickels in the sofa, mommy watching Oprah, daddy in the kitchen with the soda.
You know where you're at. Bang, bang, bang. Come on, man. Gunshots, checking Instagram lit. Let's go. Come on, man. You know where you're at. Man, we looking good. Come on. Ladies and gentlemen. Come on, man. Come on. You know where you're at, Jordon. I see you. Gunshots. It's hot. I'm still here. Come on.
It's real 1 4 It's not 3, buddy.
You know where you're at, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. Episode 32, what it do? We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Right back for the shits. I know. Guys, we're jumping right back into it, ladies and gentlemen. You're on your bridge. I know. You're there. It looks good. I know. Feels great. Yeah? You cut him off, didn't you? Jordon sent you, didn't you? You said it, didn't you? Hey, look, guys, I don't know, but I do.
I do this for my culture, penny nickels in the sofa,
But
mommy watching.
needless to say, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to talk to you about something that's kind of been pressing me. I know a lot of you guys are wondering, like, you know, you've been listening for a long time, and like, you know, we had Frank. You know, he's joined us. You know, apparently, but you know, I just want to let you guys know, Frank is like, well, we know Frank. Those who don't know, you flash back. I won't do it. I'm not editing, so you have to go back to see. But Frank is the guy, man. We know he's just the guy. He's cool with everything. Yeah. Hey, you wanna go do this? Yeah, let's go. Hey, you wanna go do that? Hey, I'll go. He will put himself, or she, Dorleen, will put herself in situations where it's like, come on, bro, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? In times, in the last, let's say the last 6 months, right? Let's say in the last 6 months, you were like, like, I know I've been making progress, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm making moves over here, I'm making moves over there. Guys, what I said in the last one, hey, we gotta remember what we used to do, you know what I'm saying? And say, hey, you know what, I've grown from that, you know what I mean? But when we're looking, we gotta keep in mind too, is certain things that we just haven't really, grown past, you know what I'm saying? So like, let's say 6 months, right? Let's say I wanted to try whatever, you know what I'm saying? I tried it for the first time, it was cool. That's just a new thing I'm doing. Let's say drinking coffee every morning, right? You know what I'm saying? I like, coffee in the morning is my thing. So I make sure I get up early, enough time, so I can get to coffee, whether it's making it or whatever. So, like, that's my thing, like, but, like, I can't forget, like, at some point in time, like, I never did that. But this is the change that I made. There was a time, though, where I was, let's say, the guy, my friend, right? I took his CDs and stuff took my CDs back because I felt a certain type of way. And that is something that I realized I never really, it's like, it's cool, but it's like, I remember, like, it's cool though, but like,
I go lying again.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I did do that, though I've grown from that point in time. In that moment, I definitely didn't grow. So in the last 6 months, I want to try doing the coffee. 6 months, I've been doing it. Cool. The people around you, what have you been doing for 6 months? We're starting early, ladies and gentlemen. You know where I'm at. When the allergies are flaring, we just start going. So boom, you think, hey, 6 months ago, who was in your life? Whatever, cool. What was you doing? Did you try anything new? Because where I'm going, I'm trying to try new things. You know what I'm saying? So like, talk to me. Like, what are we doing? And most times, most people are doing the same thing. That's Frank. So Frank is cool, you know what I'm saying? But at some point in time, like, you realize, you know what? Like, I'm better than Frank. So
Focus, man.
There's moments in your life, right? Back to the whole power thing. Those who remember episode 5, go back and check it out. It's power, right? So let's say the chick who had let's say the chick who had 3 kids. Guys, it's my perspective. I'm a guy, so I'm giving you my perspective from a guy's perspective. But generally speaking, it can go either way. The girl who, the finest girl, baddest girl, all that in your school, beautiful. Had 7 kids, got with Frank, and it's like, dang man, how did Frank get it, right? But let you see past that. Let you say, you know what? Forget this 7 kids. Let's say she was a 8. Now she's a 6. You know what I'm saying? But the potential was still an 8. You are like, 7 kids, 4 different baby dads. I'm gonna take the chance. Depending on the number that you are now raising her expectation level up. You know what I'm saying? Back to where it was prior to whatever she was going through. So we're now right back. You know what I'm saying? To what gives her little, what they call it, mojo, the drip. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's what's making her feel like her again. Though, can't forget Frank is still at home. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, dang, like, does she leave Frank? Of course she leaves Frank. Or back to the bridges earlier. So I'm jumping. Guys, I'm about to do this. Like, I ain't even got time to be changing for Frank. Frank got to pause on this one because I gotta let you know. So boom, you get your situation to where it's like, all right, cool. I still got Frank. The bridge, right? Thought I forgot I didn't. But going back to the bridge, you're recording. Going back to the bridge, you're like, man, optically, what does the bridge look like? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we're going to this deep dive. If you don't want to know any of this shit, stop right now. Just walk away. Say I was trash. Say all that kind of stuff. But the Jordettes, I know you're there, man. I see you.
From my culture, Penny.
It's about to be one of those ones, ladies and gentlemen. So boom, optically, right? Your bridge. Let's say Frank, right? Frank has the safe bridge. Frank is like, it's like everything is fundamentally sound. Everything. So it's the right bolts. You know what I'm saying? It's the right wood. He don't have no trip wood. He don't want to, he don't want to hurt anyone. You know what I'm saying? His intentions are always nice. Hey, I gave the taller people, your handrail is just for you, so you have to bend all the way down. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's that guy. You know what I'm saying? So, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? Most people optically want that, though optically, you know what I'm saying? It's something that we're probably like squint our eyes to. But I know it's judging and all that. It's all about facial features and all that. Yeah, I know, but it is. So, Jordan's World, come back. 10 for 10. Come on. Don't leave. Come back. Look, it's cool. I chill. So look, boom. She get right back to where she's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? But the bridge, optically with Frank, is just, he comes home. He does everything. He cooks. He does everything. Hey, saw you was running low on gas. I wouldn't feel it up in the middle of the night. Look at that, Frank. He's a nice guy. You know what I'm saying? But Frank has the alter ego, which is like Frankie. You know what I'm saying? Like, sorry. It's like Frankie, like, remember Steve Urkel, he had like Stefan. So it's like Frankie, like, oh, Frankie, Frank kind of like swag. All the same person. This is just the very low end of the spectrum optically. Frank, and you got Frankie, which, because of what and optically how he looks, how he carries himself, he go over here sometimes, he might go to the club, go to the bar hops, all that, kickbacks, got female friends. So it's like, dang, you know what? Optically, it's just, he looks how I feel. You ever go, hey, I do this all the time. So when it's time to take a picture, right? Like, before I see the picture, like, I know I look good. You ain't, man, look. Man. Look, man, I don't even see it. We cool. I don't know what now. It's like there's a filter, right? So when I look into the camera, it's like, all right, cool, I look good. And then I click the picture, and then whatever happens with the technology, like, forms like this other me. And it's like, that ain't what I look like. You know what I'm saying? But, like, anyway, long story short, that type of stuff is funny to me. So, boom. I know I kind of left, but I'm come back. You'll remember. So, boom. What do? She's faced with a situation that most of us are faced with. And that's just optics and feeling good and feeling like, oh, you know what? Like, I I feel like I'm a 10. This guy who looks like a 10 or this female who looks like a 10 to me is giving me whatever that feeling is. That, whatever I got at home, which is Frank, isn't really giving me. So, what do you do? From a distance. Let's think about it. Damn, it's crazy, huh? It's like,
I do this from my culture, penny nickels in the...
At some point in our lives, we hit a crossroad to where we don't know if this is really meant for us, right? So you go to the grocery store, you go out, whatever, and then you got Frankie. You know what I'm saying? Or Dora. You know what I mean? Dora sound cool. Like, oh, Dora. Yeah. You know, but Doreen, you know what I'm saying? Like, ooh, whoa. You know what I mean? She bring a lasagna when I eat meatloaf. But needless to say,
Focus, man.
you have those ends of the spectrum. Boom. You at a party and you know, bam, Frankie come through. Hey, what's going on? Whoop, whoop, giving you the attention. So what do? You eat it all up. You feel like you're the winner all the way until you're driving home. Kick open the door. Kids running around. Shit jumping all off of the ceilings. All kind of shit. Burnt fucking food. The toaster running. All kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? And then you go like, damn, like, this ain't me. You know what I'm saying? And that's where we hit the crossroad, ladies and gentlemen. Like, dang, like, but if this, whoever made me feel like this, why do I live like this? I know, it's like, dang, like, I know, and I know what you're thinking. You're Frank. I know. Yeah, I'll tell you. One line, you know you're Frank, and this is gonna mind blow a lot of you guys out there and girls. You ever just come home and it's cool, like everything's straight, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, all of a sudden it's like a quick argument. You're like, damn, like, what happened? It's like, it hit them in the head, like, I'm not supposed to be here. Man, it's fascinating, guys, when you figure it out. I figured this stuff out a while ago, so like, I started peeping it. But I'm just trying to inform you guys. You gotta know. When everything is good, I'm saying the birds are chirping. We got all kind of fucking dandelions just blowing in the wind. And then all of a sudden there's a problem. You'd be like, what did I do? It's like, I made lasagna. This time, listen, this time you clean the house. Kids ain't running around. I know. And then guess what? All of a sudden there's a problem. Oh, damn. So, what, it's like, my nigga, like, what did I do? You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta think.
Treat me like a king, I deserve to be paid.
Maybe that's Frankie. Dora. They met one or the other. And you're like, dang, like, what, like, well, everything was cool. Like, what now? Because for some reason now you see me as Frank. I don't feel like Frank. This is for you guys to know that you're Frank. Because you didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? You've been there through the ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? You just been playing the cut. 6th man of the year. Nick Van Axel. You know what I'm saying? But for whatever reason, you just can't get that starting position. You know what I'm saying? It just can't. All the stars can't be aligned because the birds start chirping. A chipmunk got mad. A fucking squirrel threw a nut. Pause. See what I did there? But what do? You gotta sit. You be like, damn, like, I can't believe it. Yes, you're Frank. Yes. So this ain't gotta be, guys. This is not just relationships, guys. This is friendships. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like you got somebody that's showing you something that I can't show you. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't have to be monetarily speaking. I'm talking like you'd be like, oh man, like, what if there was a 10th planet? And like, that's always been a thought of yours. And I was like, damn, like, I know I sound crazy if somebody said, and then you meet somebody and they're like, hey, you ever think about 10 planets? And it's like, oh, and then you just starstruck at the thought of somebody having the same thought as you. It's intriguing to you, to where you then want to know more information. You want to say, hey, I want to know more. What music do you listen to? What movies are you into? Do you like pizza? You like pie? See what I did there? 2 things. But, so you end up, let me slow down, because y'all, we at 13 minutes. This ain't even going
I do this from my culture, penny nickels in the sofa, mommy.
So, whether it's friendships, relationships, co-workers, kids, all of the above, apply this message. Oh man, my hair looking crazy. But apply this filter. put yourself in the position of
Get the drop, let it pop. Niggas time that.
a side piece. Think about it. Just think about it. Just think about it. Just think about it. You are a side piece. I've said this multiple times, ladies and gentlemen. When I said to the dads out there, you know, the weekend fathers, you're a side dad. No offense. My dad was a side dad. On the weekends, you know what I'm saying? If my mom wasn't going out, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, my side dad, you know what I'm saying? So apply that now to like
Talk to him.
friendships and relationships. Oh, you got a side friend. Cause whatever I was able to do for you in moments that are relatable to this, you went this way. But you will only do that to Frank. And see, guys, and this is where I'm gonna start peeling back the layers, guys, to show you guys that you don't have to be Frank. Frank doesn't have to be Frank. Guys, the things that you're putting up with, you ain't gotta stand for that. I've told you time and time again, if you wanna go this way, I go that way. I was just arguing with my son the other day, yesterday, 2 days ago, one of these days. Anyway, we have this thing, we play 2K, you know what I'm saying? And like it gets real competitive. He got to the point to where like he plays like a solo thing where it's like it's not 5-on-5. And I don't really care to play like that. I rather play 5-on-5. Like regular game. Traditional. Regular. You know what I'm saying? But he doesn't like that. He likes 1-on-1. The only thing with 1-on-1s with me is if your player is better than mine, it doesn't matter what I try to do, you're just gonna be better. In which we kinda know the outcome. I don't want to play. If I'm gonna lose 75 times, I get it, man. You're just better. But if we do it on a more like even spectrum to where we both, then it's different. So every time he wants to play 1-on-1 with me, I'm like, yep, let's play. Cool. Sometimes I'm like, nah, I don't really feel like playing, or nah, like I just rather do the 5-on-5, whatever. But there's been more times on a 1-on-1 with him than I have been able to do the 5-on-5. Pause. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he blew me off every time. Pause. Like he's like, nah, I don't want to play. Oh, trash, whatever. So then he goes, hey, let's play, Dad. And I'm like, like back to certain things that I just can't change. There's nothing in my body, in my mind, ever. Like I've tried to make this clear to people, but I have a weird way of talking, and it seems like I talk in circles, but that's not the case. There's things that I just can't change by myself. I'm not even willing to change. If I want to do something in the moment, either we do it or we don't. But whenever you want to do it the next time, and you kind of previously kind of blew me off, pause, I'm never going to do it the next time.
Talk to him.
Hey, a rain check. Hey, let's make up for that. A rain check. I haven't wrote a check in 22 years. So, what I'm supposed to do with a rain check? Oh, okay. We could do something, plan and not fake on you. Guys, I'm petty, and in those aspects I am. My son, hey Dad, let's play. No, I'm sorry. And it hurts me because we have this thing optically, watch how I do this. We have this thing that we put on ourselves to where it's like, all right, like I want to be a really good father. So like if we look at my father scale, right? Like I want to have everything checked off. Like everything has to be the best. That is like a weakness for me. You know what I'm saying? In times to where I have to then be frank when I don't want to be frank. Frankly, I don't want to be frank. So I have to realize like, dang, is this a moment I'm about to ruin for my son who really just wants to play the video game with me, despite how late it was, all of those things. I didn't even mention any of that, but no, it doesn't matter to me, and it can't matter to me because when I had that same energy to fill up that meter, you didn't want that. And now you want it? That meter's gone. Meter's gone down. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's down, bro. So pause. You know what I'm saying? So like, just let that go.
This from my culture, penny nickels in the sofa, mommy watching.
Guys, I'm not gonna hold you. This is just how it is. That's something with me. I just never liked that. Like, I got picked on, man. Like, people didn't want to play with me until I was cool. So, like, it's like gold digging. Like, oh, now I got money, so now you want to, you know what I'm saying? So, like even, I tell you what, even like this, right? Man, I have trust issues, right? Like this, right? Like, I feel like, this is like my conspiracy that I have in my mind. I create all this up, right? I feel like the moment I acknowledge anything in anyone, this, like, I don't know why this happens to me. Anytime I acknowledge how good somebody's doing with anything pertaining to me, only when it's pertaining to me. I asked you to go get me a Sprite, you came back with a Sprite. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you're a genius. How'd you do it? You know what I mean? But, like, cool. I don't know what we're talking about. Oh, go get the Sprite. So yeah, so it's like, I wouldn't compliment that because I feel like you could hold on to that as like a win for the future in case you mess up. So I just act like it never happened. Like, oh, cool, you got me a Sprite. Thanks. You know what I'm saying? Or you give me the wrong soda, I just be like, all right, cool. So in both responses, in both situations, I'm gonna have the same response because I know next time what's gonna happen. See, I'm never in the moment of like, oh, this happened. It's just like, oh, next time. Like, if I'm losing or something, like I said before, guys, if I'm losing or something, I figure out how I'm losing, why I'm losing, and I just start winning. The game ain't over until I lost. You know what I'm saying? See what I did? But I'm not, I'm down 10 points, cool, like, oh, I see what I'm not playing enough defense. Oh, cool, I gotta put up enough shots. Like, I'm one of them people. We play 2K, first 2 quarters, if it's looking spooky, I see why I'm losing. You know, I play the first quarter, you start winning, and it's like, all right, let me see what I'm doing wrong, and let me see what I could do, and then let's play the next game. Let's do the next one. Now I'm ready, because now I just seen what we was doing. If we was racing, I pretend like I'm ready, and we just dart off. I see you dart off, see how fast you are, and I'm like, okay, he want to race. So now we're going to do it like that, you know what I'm saying? So for me, it's just always like a reaction. Like, I just want to know, like, oh, that's what you're doing? Like, so there's lines, right? Let's say, how can we do this? So there's the halfway mark of the bridge, you know what I'm saying? And like, this could go either way, you know what I mean? I'm gonna get back to the other either way too, but it can go either way. So like, we got a line, like once we cross the line, I'm not a line crosser. You know what I'm saying? I always just wait for somebody to come. So if there's a line in the middle of my bridge, and it's like, hey, you can come the rest of the way. I know it was hard. I know the first step. You know what I'm saying? So
I go lying again, don't know why I pretend.
we made it this far, what you trying to do? You know what I'm saying? That goes with anything. If we're joking, we're going to get to the middle at some point. And now I have to ask you, what do you want to do? Because I'm not going to go there. I'm already this far over here. You know what I'm saying? So for me to go back, it's just like, nah, I'm just going to stay here and play defense. You know what I'm saying? So in most instances where, wow, something just happened. Oh, I failed. Man, busted my whole, no. Anyway, busted my elbow, busted my hand, like all kind of stuff. And, but I fell hard. I fell on gravel, you know what I'm saying? And I had to let my family know because they didn't laugh. You know, let's clap it up for them, man. I fell hard to roll ball. I don't know what's worried about that, but I'll let them know, like, hey, you know, because like everything, once the dust settles, we get it. Like, all right, you know, you feel better, you know what I mean? And then we can just start shooting the jokes. But I just like, hey, you know what? I want to let y'all know, y'all get your jokes off.
I go lying again.
But come tomorrow, like, this ain't really gonna be as funny because I know, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to keep hearing about it, you know what I'm saying? So let me just let y'all get them off tonight. Tomorrow, like, I'm joking back on this, whatever. So that's me, you know what I'm saying? And anybody who knows, like, I just joke. Like, you can't get me with jokes because my humor is just funny way later. Like, it's never funny. Like, it could be funny in a moment, like, it's cool, but then, like, later, it's even more funnier. Like, and then it just kind of linger, and it's just like a moment, and it's cool, you know what I'm saying? But I gotta let you know, like, you know what I'm saying? I can't just take the jokes. That's what Frank just gonna sit there and take, oh, you failed, you tripped him. It's 7 weeks of that.
Treat me like a king, I deserve to be pampered.
Guys, there's certain things, we have certain defensive mechanisms in us that make us go, hey, you're hurting my feelings, and I don't like it. And mine is just joking back. So we have to find our reasons, our ways to get out of certain situations. So when it came to my son, hey man, you know what? I just can't do it.
The smartest thing I ever did was play
It's a line I gotta be willing to cross because I don't want to go that way. But I gotta think about me too. I'm about to get beat up for 30 minutes to an hour. You know what I'm saying? Like, they trying to knock my head off. Like, I'm fighting 3 different boys. Pause. You know what I'm saying? So we got a little baby shrimp, little baby monkey shrimp, and then super baby monkey shrimp. It's like, it's crazy. Like, what do you do? Like, monkeys, calling kids monkeys. I seen a monkey, like, an ape, whatever you want to call it. It was this small, and it pulled a whole 4-year-old kid. So, sorry. It's just what it is. See, I did the hand thing. That's just like, get out of here. Like, I'm just start saying, get out of here to you guys. Like, you guys are crazy. But, Jordettes, you know what we doing. So, when that meter, though, right? We all have this meter. We go to work. We see somebody. We're like, hey, what's up, Steve? Steve doesn't say anything. That whole nice thing, Steve, that ain't happening tomorrow. Because I said hi the last 3 days, and you didn't say nothing to me. So, I can't give you that. You know what I mean? So, what do? You feel me? You're not going to keep... We all got those meters. So, let's do... The relationships is funny. So, I want to do relationships.
I do this from my culture.
Relationship meters, right? So, like, one, I got to use myself because it's Jordan's world. You know how it goes. So, like, in Jordan's world, like... Oh, bingo. Like, one of my things on my meter is, like, attention. I was alone. I ain't gonna say alone a lot, cause my mom would be like, "Oh, you wasn't alone," but I was alone a lot. Like, I played a lot alone. I like it. Like, it's my thing. I like to isolate. I like to be alone. It's cool. Like, it's my thing. You know what I'm saying? But when I get around people, like, I need to feel the love. What Mitch say? I need to feel the love, B. I really need to feel the love, man. So when I'm around people, it's like, all right, cool. I gotta feel the love. As soon as the energy off, I'm like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta leave, or I just won't be me. And it's like, that's a defense mechanism too. It's like, I don't feel comfortable. I can't be vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? Cause I don't know these people. Like, this is weird. Like, I don't know. But that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta look at it like, let's just say, boom, in a relationship. So boom, attention. You don't have to be, oh, Jordan. It's just like, hey, like, I grew up with women. I'm sorry. Nothing against women, but I grew up with women. So, like, it's certain attention that a woman would give you, like, just kids. Like, if a kid is just whatever, oh, blah, 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 and you just, oh, it's funny, cool. But, like, 5 dudes could walk in the room, walk right past the kid, and it's different. You know what I'm saying? So then, that kid is gonna grow up completely different than the kid who grew up around women. Affectionate women. Let's just pretend all women are affectionate and we're just typecasting and all that shit. Cool, I don't care. So, boom. Let's pretend. So I grew up like that. Like, I grew up affectionate. Oh, Jordan, grew up. I was born premature. Sad music. Ooh, yeah, premature. Probably not the right term, but something was wrong with me. I was little, and gloves and all that kind of stuff. So it was a different type of care for me. So I need a different type of care as I get older, because at the beginning of my branch, it was a certain type of care that's going to have to be taken care of me, a certain type of attention that I'm going to need. All this is since birth. Like, it's just been like that. So, like, as soon as I feel like I ain't getting that, it's like, I need to go to where I'm getting it. Like, so if I'm not getting the attention, hey, I need to go over there. And it doesn't have to be, oh, I need a female's attention, I need a guy's. It's just the attention, whatever the attention is. The same thing we do on Instagram. If I post a picture, I notice it's getting 10 likes, at least 10 likes. If I do a promotion, cool. I mean, if I do like a promo pic or something with words on it, it's gonna get 3. Like, but you know what you expect. Though the numbers are low, you know what to expect. And as soon as it doesn't get there, it's like, something went wrong. What went wrong? And then you go, and then guess what? Frank got it lit, right? No, I'm joking. Nah, but like, they be like, dang, like, they got side pictures, they like, yeah, look it, it's there. Tell me, how you did that? Crazy.
I do this from my culture, penny.
But we have to say, hey, you know what? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, we get in these situations. We know we with a Frank, and when we're with a Dorleen, that attention that we're getting, that's just the attention that you've always wanted. Those are just the things you've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to talk about the 10th planet. I cook. I have no one to talk to. You cook. Great. I like music. No one to talk to. You like music. It could be male, female. It doesn't have to be all sex and all that other shit. It's just interest. Pure interest. I've asked this question before, gonna ask it again. So the people in your life, are they around because you guys are all interested in the same thing? Or do you guys just have like this history and you've outgrown each other and you're just there?
Kind of tripping, right?
I don't know, but I can't answer that for you because I'm not you. But I'm sure someone knows.
I do this for my culture, penny nickels in the soap.
I know I will have to expound more on this, ladies and gentlemen. I did an episode already, and I just didn't like it, so I didn't do it. But we got this one. But anyway, as we look forward, right? 6 months ago, you weren't growing. 6 months ago, I was in your life. If you haven't grown 6 months ago, it's probably because I didn't grow. But if I did grow and you didn't grow, what are we doing? Because we need to go that way. Why am I waiting for you? You want to play catch up on old information. You got an Instagram? Do I have an Instagram? It's 2020, people.
Smartest thing I ever did was play.
You don't have to have it, cool. But if I do business and like, why wouldn't I do that?
You can do it too.
Because you think I'm Frank. You see, it's this. So look, you're going to start paying attention to this type of stuff, right? Anytime you're treated outside of how you're normally supposed to be treated, let's say 7 days out of the week, you have 6 good days, right? Let's say that happens, like you're just on a roll, and then all of a sudden, poof, something happens, and it's something very small. Analyze that situation. Realize, try to figure out what happened earlier. Because when I talked to you earlier, your day was good. And somewhere in between this time and this time, something went wrong.
Crazy, man.
He threatened him. I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna tell Frank I'm with you. I'm gonna tell Frank. So now you flustered. Ah! Ooh, I'm so mad. If I wasn't with this guy, if I wasn't with Dora, I wouldn't have to go through this.
Treat me like a king, I deserve to be
And
paid.
guess what? You go through it. Yes, you do. Because optically, it just looks better. I don't have to explain this to anyone. On the decision of me choosing this person who lives a lifestyle that is not conducive for me or my family. But secrets for me makes me feel like the world. How does he fucking do it? I have to do a part 2. I'm only 30 minutes in.
I do this for my culture, penny.
I have so much to say. But pay attention to that stuff. And that's when you know there's a side guy. The side piece problems. That's it. Any small thing is a side piece problem. Yes. Oh, you tripping? Oh, I left my towel on the floor? I always leave my towel on the floor. I'm tired of stepping on towels.
I was kind of tripping, right?
And in that moment, you frank because you want to say, well, why don't you just pick up the towel then or walk around? But you're frank and you just be like, oh my bad, I didn't mean to. Like, come on, man, I'm trying to. You just gotta say, hey, look, man, my towel's been there all the time, man. What you want me to do? I'm gonna tell you like that. That's it. Period. Nothing else. No further explanation. Because anything after that is just petty. Now I just want to win. I'm going to win all the time because I have no goal in losing. I'm always going to win. I just got to figure out, man, what you say? Oh, easy. Get him out quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, but again, look at what you're going through as side piece problems. You've been in a relationship for 2 years. Side piece problems. You haven't grown, and they're seeing it, and they're saying, hey, you need to do something different. You need to spice it up a little bit. How do you know? Because they're coming home with ideas from other people. Frank's saying, hey, you know what would be a good idea? Doing barbecue baked ribs with pineapples and spaghetti sauce. And then guess what? You come home wanting to make that shit. Like, I'm supposed to be looking like, who eats this? That's a new recipe. It's not a new recipe. It's a side piece recipe. And he gave it to you. She gave it to you. Fellas want to talk about, I just want to start smelling good now. No. She smelled your deodorant when you was walking through the break room. Now all of a sudden you smell good, and you're chasing that feeling now. So now you want to smell even better. You've spent $100 on colognes. You don't even spend $100 on shoes. But yeah, the kick, man. I know. I'm just saying, like, we gotta. See, in Jordan's world, it makes sense. Jordan's is not there. Like, damn, this nigga hitting. Like, pause. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's on point right now. Like,
I do this from my coach.
there's no more water. I keep breathing all the hollow water cup, but anyway. What are we looking at? Still flashing. So, yeah. So, boom. You switch up. That's how you know my favorite movie in the world. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. It's not my favorite movie. But one of my favorite movies in the world, Unfaithful. Oh, man. Go watch it. It got, I don't know who's in the movie. Fuck that up. But it's a good movie. Unfaithful. Yeah. I just studied it. It's just things ain't clicking. I'm looking at your touches. You move. That movie came out a while ago. Long years ago. Corrupted my eyes. I'm looking for everything. Turn me into one of them guys. Oh, you're insecure. Okay. You're insecure. You don't wait when your hair, like, y'all quarantine folks, I don't want to date none of my material, even though I said 2020 earlier. See, thought I forgot. But y'all hair is going right now. Take that shit off. Take the hat off, pause, and just, this is me. Y'all don't do that though. Cause y'all be friending. Yo, man, I don't want to see my hair like this. Oh, no, man. I gotta wear socks inside of the pool. I see grown men, you got a whole t-shirt on in the pool. Alright. Let me chill.
I do this from my coach at penny nickels in the sofa.
I'm insecure too, people. That's why I can say this. Yes. Sorry, Charlie. That's me. Well, what is my base problem? Attention. Even my dad, even from my dad, it's like everybody's out here and they're like, hey, you know what? Let me call Jordan's dad. Hey, Jordan's dad, like, what do you think would be like a good idea, like to help Jordan in his life and like kind of help him figure things out and stuff like that? And my dad goes, just do like I did. Let him figure it out. He'll figure it out. He's a good kid. See? That's what you, that's the conversations going on. You know what I'm saying? To where it's like, did y'all, like, I need support too. I can't do it alone. But it's just the way it is. It's like my attention not getting is all I want. Though it isn't. Subconsciously it is though. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. So for some people that's the same thing. So one time somebody say, oh, you smell good or you look good, you chase that feeling every single time. Back to the shoe thing. I wore Jordans one time, I got friends with everybody. I gotta wear Jordans again so I can stay friends with everybody. I had a nice car, get a girl. Or I have a nice body, get the guy. I got a lot of money, get the girl. Whatever. Like, whatever your vices is, it can happen. I'm just saying, know what it is that you're holding on to when you go back to the damn board of your bridge rules and you say, hey, Dan, you know what? I'm still on this. And if you're still on it, don't ignore it. Say, how can I make it better? In times, I don't want to be frank, but I got to bite the bullet and say, hey, you know what? This time I don't need to win. Pick and choose your battles. Sometimes it's like, hey, you know what? I ain't playing today. And I want to win this time. I'm not playing. There's nothing that you can say, oh, Dad, but it's the dream I've always wanted, and now all of a sudden, my meter going down. Jordon's World, episode 32.
From my coach at penny nickels in the sofa. Mommy watching Oprah, daddy in the kitchen with the soda.
It's real 1 for toy. It's not 3, buddy.